Hello everybody, welcome to Also Rusty Bucket. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and drop a like on this video. I am trying to hit 100, let's just say I'm trying to hit 100,000. It doesn't have to be by the end of the year. I'm just trying to hit 100,000, so subscribe please. Today's video is going to be going over some trade news. There is one trade that I did not initially react to that I'm going to talk about now because it just got voided, and that is the Bol trade. But the primary trade worthy of note is the Atlanta Hawks Kevin Knox to the not Kevin Knox, I just accidentally rhymed, Cam Reddish to the New York Knicks deal. Kevin Knox is involved, but that's not the primary thing. And the deal is essentially the Hawks are trading Cam Reddish to the New York Knicks for a deal that includes a protected 2022 first-round pick via Charlotte. The Knicks also acquired Solomon Hill and a second-round pick. So not only did the Knicks only trade a protected pick, and I don't know what the protection specifics are on that contract, or on that first, so I can't necessarily speculate on that. I would assume it may be like top 5 or whatever, and the Hornets are probably going to make the playoffs, or at the least the play-in, so they're probably going to get the pick. And in that case, it is like a mid-first round pick-ish, assuming that I'm right about that protection. But they also gave up Solomon Hill, who's like a big locker room guy for them, a second-round pick, which, why are you giving away a second-round pick in a deal where you're trading the valuable asset in Cam Reddish? And New York is sending Kevin Knox to sending Kevin Knox to the Atlanta Hawks for a lot of words that sound the same. Kevin Knox to the Atlanta Hawks for salary reasons. So a lot of people are not happy with this move, specifically Hawks fans, and I really don't understand. This is kind of a deal that was talked about forever. Cam Reddish for a first-round pick. I was, especially as Cam Reddish had continued to play well. He had like a 7-3 game like not too long ago. As he continued to play well, it quickly became like a the Pelicans want to let Lonzo walk in free agency, or they want to trade him in free agency. And it was like, okay, we know that you want to do that, but why though? Like, it was an understood thing that the Hawks were trying to trade Cam Reddish for a first-round pick. But why, though? Now, I understand contract reasons are a big factor. However, I don't know that he was going to get such a big contract. I don't know that DeAndre Hunter, being that DeAndre has been injured as much as he has, that he was going to get necessarily that large of a contract. So I think there is definitely a world where you bring both of those guys back on reasonable deals, and you don't have to trade away a really good player for a not so great player in a first-round pick. Now, credit to him, Kevin Knox has been a lot better this year than any other time in his career, but that is like the lowest bar imaginable. He's kind of hitting his threes, he's kind of playing defense, but that's kind of it. And I guess you could say he's like a C- version of what Cam Reddish was bringing you. But then I guess you don't have to pay him nearly as much as Cam if you're bringing him back, but it's just not great. But a first-round pick that's a mid-first-round pick, more than likely, probably between 15 and 20 or so. That's not the worst return for what was expected to be the return. But I feel like the general expectation became, okay, we're not actually going to trade him now because he started to play really well. Let me actually, his stats as a starter, he averages like 18 points per game in the games where he has started, and on good efficiency at that. And he's had multiple really good games. This is the first year where his threes are going in. He's shooting 38% on 5.5 attempts per game. He's been a fantastic defender from the moment he stepped in the league. And if we look at his game logs as of recently, ever since returning from injury, he has averaged in the last, he started most of these games. So in the last 10 games, I'm excluding the game versus the Clippers where he played 3 minutes. I assume he got injured or something. 16 points per game, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, which is not phenomenal, 1 steal. 42% from the field, 40% from 3 on 6 attempts per game. So we're talking about one of the better 3-and-D players in the league. Like, he is shooting 40% from 3 on good volume, maybe taking a few too many 2-pointers for the fact that they aren't really going in all that much, but Very good shooter, very good defender, and Cam Reddish is how old? I would guess like 21, 22. I'm going to Google that real quick. Yeah, he is 22 years old, and this is only his 3rd year, so there was still another year left of like figuring out where exactly he was, and maybe he gets better and you want to pay him, maybe he doesn't, but I feel like this was not a great idea. Granted, I feel like some people are acting like it's highway robbery, and I think so long as that Hornets pick is not protected too much, that is not highway robbery, but it is not the best deal in the world. I'll say that much. But on the Knicks side of things, they've kind of been in need of some wing depth because they have a lot of small guards. They don't have a lot of bigger wings. And RJ Barrett's like the only one, and he's missed a lot of time. Cam Reddish, I believe, is like 6'8", so big wing right there. Really good defensive player too, and their defense has been lacking. So I think it's a great trade for the Knicks, and then not like the thing is the return that they were asking for is what they got, but they should have asked for more, or they shouldn't have traded him. Period. So I don't know. It's yes, that's what they wanted, but what you wanted was bad. So I don't know how to necessarily quantify that. But yeah, that's that trade. Then I real quick want to talk about Bol Bol. He got traded to the Detroit Pistons for essentially a 2nd-round pick. And a decent amount of people were excited for this. Me not among them, because I don't think that Bol Bol is particularly good. But a lot of people were like, hey, he'll get opportunity in Detroit and pick and rolls with Cade Cunningham, all of that. But the trade got voided because Bol Bol didn't pass the physical, I believe is essentially what the story was. Pistons did not pass Bol on his physical with team. So something wrong with Bol Bol physically. Hopefully he can figure that out. Maybe he's out of shape. Maybe there's some sort of condition. Maybe there's an injury. I don't know. Either way, back with the Denver Nuggets out there. A lot of people were excited about the Pistons trade. But let me just say, Bol Bol's not great. And there's a reason why he hasn't gotten minutes. And it's rather frustrating to me because it's like a very casual take to me to be like, oh my God, Bol Bol should be playing 25+ minutes a game. Why is Denver not giving him opportunity? Why don't they trade him somewhere? Woe is me. The guy is not that great. I realize he's an interesting player to watch. He's extremely tall and lengthy, and when he makes guard-like plays on, with his size, that is impressive, but it's not something that he's doing at a rate that it's really all that much to get caught up in. And while I realize the highlights are interesting, and maybe if you want to be generous, showcase his potential of something that he could do on a consistent basis, on a night-to-night, for every minute the Bol Bol has played, he's mostly been a negative, for the most part. Now, that's not to say that he isn't necessarily worthy of some opportunity, and I'm glad, or I was glad, that he was going to get said opportunity. People acting like Denver was just doing some incredible disservice to Bol Bol or themselves by not playing him really wasn't the case. Hopefully he maybe passes another physical when he goes to Detroit, or this happens later. I don't know what the exact situation there is, but I just wanted to say that I feel like too many people are overrating Bol Bol when that whole trade went down, because like an announcement for the player of the caliber of Bol Bol being traded should not have like, what was it, like 20,000 likes at least on the actual trade announcement. I'm trying to find the actual thing, but it's not easy to find. So I guess wait. Yeah, 27,000 likes. This is one of those players that a lot of people stan, even though like it's not that great, which is fine. Enjoy the player as it is, but don't go and criticize a franchise for not being delusional about him like you are. Anyways, fun note to end on. That is the end of the video. Goodbye.